So you've been watching Yellowstone and now you're thinking of moving to Wyoming. Let me tell you, this is one of the most beautiful wide open states in the country. But living here definitely comes with its own unique set of pros and cons. I've lived in Wyoming for over 45 years. I help people relocate here all the time. And today, I want to break it all down for you, the good and the bad, so you can decide if the Cowboy State is the right fit for you. We're going to cover wind, the change of seasons, isolation, taxes, economy, healthcare, and the outdoor lifestyle. And one of my favorite parts, our sense of community. And for each topic, I'm going to give you the pros and cons so you can get the full picture. I'm Alisha Collins with the Alisha Collins Real Estate Team, and we love being your go-to resource for all things Wyoming and real estate, of course. I have a vast network of agents across the country and can help you find the perfect agent for you, if it isn't me here in Wyoming. We premiere a brand new Wyoming video every single week on Fridays at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So, if at any point while watching this video you find what we have to say funny, interesting, or you learn something new, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you get a notification. All right, enough with the introductions. Let's get right to it. Starting off strong with the wind. Pro, Wyoming is one of the windiest states in the country. Now, believe it or not, that's actually a pro in some big ways. The wind is a huge reason why Wyoming has become a leader in renewable energy. If you've driven across the state, you've seen those massive wind farms. The energy production brings jobs, money, and infrastructure into Wyoming. On a personal level, the wind also helps keep the air clean. Pollution doesn't hang around long. Con, let's be real. The wind can get old pretty fast. If you love doing your hair every morning or decorating your porch with lightweight furniture or pretty accent pillows and wind chimes, Wyoming might test your patience. There are days that you'll feel like the wind is literally pushing you across the parking lot, and it feels like an argument with your car trying to pull the door open. It can make winters feel colder and summers feel a little less enjoyable. If you're not prepared, it can be one of the hardest things to adjust when you're moving here. And most of us that have lived here a long time, we don't really adjust to it, we just tolerate it. The seasons. Pro. It's one of the absolute best parts of Wyoming is that we get to experience all 4 seasons. They might not be all the same length though. Spring brings beautiful wildflowers, summer gives us warmth, but not over humid weather, perfect for hiking our gorgeous mountains or Platte River trails. Fall shows off with crisp air and colorful trees, and winter gives us that storybook snow. If you love variety and enjoy outdoor activities tied to the seasons, like hiking in the summer and skiing in the winter, you will absolutely thrive here. Con, but here's the catch. Our seasons don't always behave like the calendar says they should. It's not unusual to see snow in May or even September, so if you have little ones, you might have to get a little creative with Halloween costumes to keep them warm while they're trick-or-treating. And I don't know how many times I remember trick-or-treating with my now adult children when they were little in the snow. If you have a green thumb, the way you garden might look a little bit different here too. Temperature swings can be extreme. You might wake up to frost in the morning and be in short sleeve by the afternoon. For some people, that unpredictability is exciting. For others, it's frustrating and makes planning tough. Isolation and wide open spaces. Pro, Wyoming is the least populated state in the entire country. That means wide open spaces, less traffic, and a much slower pace of life. If you're looking to escape crowded cities, noisy neighbors, or bumper-to-bumper communities, this is paradise. There's room to spread out, own land, and actually see the stars at night. Con, the flip side is that isolation also means fewer conveniences. You're not going to find a Starbucks on every corner or 24-hour delivery at your doorstep. Depending on where you live, you might be an hour or more away from the nearest big box store. For some, that's peaceful. For others, it can feel a little too quiet or even lonely. Taxes and cost of living. Pro, one of the biggest reasons people move to Wyoming is for the financial perks. Wyoming has no state income tax. You can check out the video I made about that after we're done here. Our property taxes are some of the lowest in the nation. We also don't tax retirement income, which makes it a popular choice for retirees. I also have a video on retirement here for our beautiful state. Compared to many other states, your dollar stretches further here, especially when it comes to housing. Con, but before you pack up and move here just for the tax savings, keep in mind that our cost of living has other factors. Groceries, utilities, and gas can be more expensive because we're in a rural state with lots of transportation costs. And because we don't have income tax, some services like road maintenance or healthcare access aren't as robust as you'd find in higher tax states. Economy and jobs. Pro, Wyoming's economy is unique. We've got strong industries in energy, agriculture, and tourism. If you're in those fields, there are solid career opportunities around here. Tourism, especially around Yellowstone and the Tetons, is huge. Plus, remote work has become more common, and many people move here now because they can work from anywhere and just want the Wyoming lifestyle. Con. But outside of those industries, the job market can be limited. Wages in some sectors are lower than the national average. And if you or your spouse work in specialized fields, you may have to commute, work remotely, or even rethink your career path. Wyoming is not the place where every industry is booming. Our economy is stable, but not diverse. Healthcare access. Pro. Wyoming's healthcare system shines at the local levels with clinics and hospitals staffed by dedicated professionals who are deeply invested in the well-being of our communities. These providers often know their patients personally, fostering trust and continuity of care. Emergency services are also widely available, with many facilities offering 24/7 emergency rooms and access to life-saving interventions. Healthcare providers often go above and beyond, offering personalized attention that's hard to find in larger urban medical systems. Con. While Wyoming's local healthcare is robust for routine and emergency needs, assessing specialized care such as advanced treatments, pediatric subspecialists, or complex surgeries may require travel to larger medical hubs like Denver, Colorado, or Salt Lake City, Utah. This can be an inconvenience for families or individuals with ongoing or highly specialized medical needs, as it involves coordinating travel, accommodations, and potentially time away from work or home. However, the challenge is often manageable with proper planning, as many Wyoming residents build strong relationships with out-of-state specialists and schedule visits efficiently. Telemedicine has also become a game changer, allowing patients to consult with specialists remotely for follow-ups or initial evaluations, reducing the need for frequent trips. Outdoor lifestyle. Pro. If you love the great outdoors, Wyoming is heaven on earth. We've got Yellowstone, Grand Teton National Park, Devil's Tower, endless hiking trails, fishing, hunting, skiing, snowmobiling, the list goes on. Not to mention horseback riding. The opportunities for recreation here are incredible. You can spend every weekend exploring something new and never run out of adventures. Con. The challenge is that outdoor life here isn't always easy. Our weather can change quickly, so you've got to be prepared. If you're going hiking, you need to pack layers. If you're hunting, you've got to plan for a snowstorm. If you're camping, you'll want to know about local wildlife and safety precautions. The outdoors here are beautiful, but it's rugged and not everyone is cut out for that lifestyle. I saved the best for last, in my opinion. Sense of community. Pro. One of my favorite things about living in Wyoming is the sense of community. In smaller towns, neighbors look out for each other. If you get stuck in a snowbank or have a flat tire, someone will stop to help you. If your family is going through a tough time, people will bring you meals, check in, and offer real support. There is a genuine kindness here that a lot of people moving from bigger cities find refreshing. Con. With that closeness also comes less privacy. In small communities, people tend to know each other's business. News travels fast, whether it's good or bad. If you like to stay under the radar, it can be a little bit of an adjustment. And sometimes the close-knit culture makes it harder for newcomers to feel like they belong right away. So there you have it, the pros and cons of living in Wyoming. From the wind and the weather to the sense of community and wide open spaces, this state is full of opportunity, but also has its challenges you'll want to be prepared for. Tell me in the comments below, what do you think would be the hardest adjustment for you if you moved here? If you're seriously thinking about moving to Wyoming, reach out to my team and I. We would love to work with you. We work with people every day who are relocating here, and I'd love to help you figure out where you'll feel the most at home. We love talking to you, we have time for you, and we cannot wait to hear from you. Remember, we want you to love where you live. See you soon. Did you even look?
Yes.
I'm just kidding. Okay. I'm starting over. The entire country, you're gonna hit that. We also don't, something just fell on me. I also have a retirement. Oh my gosh. If you're Wyoming's road maintenance or health, oh my goodness. Okay, I don't want you to fall, so let's walk, let's step. Or place wherever you, let's step up there. Okay.